Hey, this is Tony with Lone Star Worms, and today I'm going to be going over 3 easy ways to remove a fence post when you're rebuilding a fence. In the first part of the video, we're going to be talking about the easiest scenario where the post is not rotted and still attached to the concrete. And in the second and third part of the video, I'll go over the more difficult situation where you're dealing with a post that has completely rotted or broken out of the concrete. For this simple post removal, you'll want to get a farm jack from somewhere like Harbor Freight. Download their 20% coupon, and this $69 jack can be had for about $56 plus tax. We're going to create a small homemade jig for the jack to lift. For that, you'll need one 5/8 inch spade bit. Our other materials are 2 8-inch carriage bolts and nuts and 2 2x4s about 3 feet in length. You'll want to nail the 2x4s together and about 18 inches apart using your spade bit. Drill 2 holes through the 2x4 assembly. To get started, we're going to drill 1 hole in the fence post using our spade bit. Take your 2x4 assembly and one of the carriage bolts, push that through on the bottom hole, and loosely put the nut on there. Now with your 2x4 assembly lined up against the post, we're going to just drill a little pilot hole into the fence post and then rotate the 2x4 assembly out of the way and drill the remainder of the way through the fence post. Thread your second bolt through the 2x4 assembly and tighten both of the nuts down so that it is securely attached to the fence post. Then get your jack lined up at the bottom of the 2x4 assembly, and you can start lifting it up from here using the jack. In our medium difficulty scenario, your post is so rotted that it has broken off from the concrete, and you're looking at a 2-foot section of concrete buried into the ground. Our first step to address this is going to be to dig a couple of inches of dirt from around the top of the concrete block so that we can get a grip on it with a 6-foot section of chain. You'll want to get 1/4 inch chain and 2 1/4 inch grab hooks, and then wrap it underneath the concrete block. Hopefully your concrete has a lip that will let you wrap the chain underneath it. If not, you'll want to watch the last portion of this video. Once you have your chain hooked up, attach your jack to the chain and simply repeat what we did in the first section. Hopefully one of those 2 solutions helps you get your fence post out. However, there are times when you are faced with a even more difficult third scenario, and that's where something like the extreme power electric jackhammer comes in. This small electric jackhammer will run you about $110 on Amazon, which is still quite a savings compared to renting a full-size jackhammer for the day. In this scenario, we had a post which was bound on 3 sides by a root, an old concrete block that was left in the ground, and a drainage hose. And our jack method would not work because the post was rotted off also. In a situation like this, it's virtually impossible to dig down enough to get a chain underneath the concrete block, and you have nothing to attach your 2x4 jig to. So let's get at it with that jackhammer and see how it goes. I hope this video saves you some time and backaches. Drop me a comment below and let me know how this worked for you and which method you had to use to get your fence post out. Click on the link above for a complete review on the Extreme Power jackhammer. Thanks for watching, and please hit that subscribe button.